Hey guys, it's Heather here, and today I thought I would talk about the state of Clash of Clans and what has been happening and where I hope that means we're heading. And I know I haven't done a video like this in quite a while. I know I haven't been very good about doing videos lately. I'll talk more about that later and what's going on there. But first, I wanted to start out and talk about what is really great in Clash of Clans right now and what's happened. So first, at the very top of that list is dealing with the fair play, dealing with the modding and the cheating, the things that were really frustrating to a lot of people who were playing fair play. And I gotta think it was frustrating to people that were modding as well, because I think they probably got to the point where they felt like other people were doing it, so they had to do it to be competitive. I don't know. I feel like it's a really great thing where it levels the playing field for everybody. I know that means that there's likely been a lot of people who have quit the game or who have been permanently banned from the game, and just what's going to happen. But it's really nice to know going into war that you really don't have that question in the back of your mind of, is this person cheating? You feel like you're going into each war as a fair play opportunity, and just it makes wars more fun again. The other big improvement that has been so nice for everybody is the improved speed time for army building, getting those spells and the expensive troops down to a much more manageable time sink. It's been really nice. It feels like the clans are active again, that people are on, that they're attacking more. There's more donations going on. It's not frustrating to come down to the wire in a clan war and feeling like, oh my goodness, I have to get an army cooked. It's gonna take me 2 hours to get this cooked. And what if somebody comes on late and they need a golem, all that kind of stuff. So huge improvement there. I think it can be improved even further. Of course, I'm always gonna think that, right? But I think that has been a great morale booster to the game, and it's made it more fun to go attack again. The improvement to bowlers, I still haven't used them. I used them once, and they were a huge disappointment. So I haven't touched my bowlers again. They're in my lab going to level 2, so maybe once I get them to level 3, I'll start playing around with the bowlers a little bit more. The other thing I really like is they haven't touched the Valks yet, right? There's been a lot of out there saying Valks need a nerf, but I like that Clash of Clans is kind of forcing the community to adapt, not just, oh my goodness, Valks can go 3-star any base. It's like, no, hold on, they can just 3-star your base. What are you doing about your base to make it better? So I'm glad that they're not touching Valks until we really see what the community does to respond on a defensive end to the Valkyrie, and if they do need to be touched. So I think that's good. Leave them alone for now. The other positive thing that I've seen is war matchups, at least for the wars that I've been in, the clans that I've been in, they seem to be more fair than they've ever been. Yes, I definitely have heard out there that war matchups seem unfair, that there's still mismatches and stuff, but not to the level that I was hearing about it before. And just from my own viewpoint, as going in with the White Wells and being the only Town Hall 10, or maybe going in with one other Town Hall 10, we're not getting matched up against 8 other Town Hall 10s. There seems to be some balance there at the top, which is really, really nice. So I'm liking that. I'm liking war again. I'm liking, going in with a more fair matchup. It's pretty cool. Now, the only place where this is not true, where it does not hold water at all, is a 50 versus 50 match. Those are 100% unfair, like all the time. So unless you're going in with, 15 Town Hall 10s and 11s and, another 15 Town Hall 3s, then you're probably going to be completely mismatched against a clan that's imbalancing themselves that way. So stay away from the 50 versus 50, and I think everything's pretty good right now. And then the other thing that has been great is it seems like Town Hall 10 is really improving. We're getting some new toys to play with. We have our old toys that are viable at Town Hall 10. We didn't have to, I'm actually using hogs at Town Hall. Hogs are coming into my army at Town Hall 10. It's kind of crazy. So I'm really liking the improvements that have happened to make Town Hall 10 a more fun place to be. And there's that push, there's that desire to move on. I think 9.5 is one of the best, one of the most advantageous places to be right now, other than in ranged wars. Ranged wars, I'm still, your 0.5s are going to have a really rough time in a ranged wars, making that matchup happen. But just for normal wars, just normal matchups, 9.5 is an incredible place to be. And I highly recommend it if you're in that stage to go 9.5. Town Hall 9 has always been the it place to be just because there's so many options for attacking, so many things at Town Hall 9 that make the game fun. There's been some definite changes that have affected that, but what's really nice is it seems that we're really working on Town Hall 10 to continue to improve that Town Hall so it's not this kind of death zone where everybody drops off and doesn't want to continue the game anymore. That Town Hall 10 is becoming a great place where there are more viable troops and more viable strategies. So yes, lots and lots of great things happening with Clash of Clans. Now, as great as things are, right, there are definitely things all of us would like to see in Clash. We have all seen how popular Clash Royale has become, and I think that Clash of Clans can take and capitalize on a lot of the things that are happening in Clash Royale, what makes Clash Royale great, and bring that into Clash of Clans and make Clash of Clans even better. I feel like Clash Royale has taken all of the best parts of Clash of Clans and taken all the parts of Clash of Clans that make players frustrated or where it becomes a time sink and improved upon those things and brought them into a game where everybody can go into it and feel like, hey, we're still a part of Clash of Clans, we're still a part of our clan, but there's all these things that are great about it and all these things that I wish Clash of Clans would do. And I think we need to see the reversal, see that brought back through for Clash of Clans to take things that are great in Clash Royale and bring them into Clash and have two awesome games. Because right now I'm playing both. Right now I love both. Right now I know a lot of people that are doing the same thing, and I want to continue, that to continue. I don't see myself dropping Clash of Clans. I don't see myself dropping Clash Royale. There's two great games. I want to play them both. So look at that. Look what's going on in Clash Royale and take it back. I think Clash TV, it's got to happen. Sharing replays from outside of your clan, being able to see the viewers who are watching you live, being able to cheer your clanmates on as they're attacked, just more ways to build a community. Clash of Clans has a huge leg up on the community feeling, on the clan feeling versus Clash Royale, and I think they need to continue to do that, really capitalize on that, because that's really where it's at in Clash of Clans for me, is that community is relying on other players to be successful in Clash of Clans. Another thing that would be really nice to look at from Clash Royale and bringing it into Clash of Clans is being able to do these training attacks for no loot, no loss, just the experience of attacking and being able to get a feel for your troops' AI and how your army works together, instantaneous army builds. And I know that there is concerns out there of making this a sandbox kind of thing. And if you had it, you could attack your own base or, copy your clanmate's base and attack it. The issue with that would be, are you training up to attack an enemy's base in war that you've looked at and kind of tried to figure out and then copy and do it? Yeah, so there's issues with that, definitely, but there's got to be a way that we can do these kind of training attacks that people can get better at playing Clash of Clans without having to spend so much time in between doing actual attacking. So maybe there are just, set bases that you can go and practice against. That would be a good way to do it. And it would be really nice too, when you have your favorite army compositions, that you could save them and then just have it set to cook. Anything to improve the quality of life of the game. The less buttons we have to press, the better. One of the big ideas out there that they've talked about, we're all talking about, would all love to see happen, especially that you're seeing the tournaments happening so much with Clash Royale and people being able to arrange these tournaments. We got to see the tournaments happening in Clash of Clans. If that means we need to have some kind of league-based system for war clans, whatever needs to happen, tournaments is where it's at. Now that we have the fair play issue taken care of, which seemed to be, in my mind, the big, hold up for tournaments, I'm really hoping that soon we're going to see some kind of tournament system rolled out into Clash of Clans. Along with that, what I'd really like to see is just any tools that we could have, just some simple tools to help with arranged wars. Now, if that goes along the lines of being able to give two clans the ability to determine if their matchup is fair, where, both clans agree to kind of measure each other up easily so we can get rid of all these spreadsheets and be able to figure out if our match is actually fair, get a little feedback from within the game saying, yep, you're good to go, or nope, this is completely imbalanced. Being able to know your overall matchup numbers, your defensive and offensive number in your profile, even if you're the only one that can see that, that would be really nice to see a person's number and what they're bringing in, and we can make that matchup happen so much easier than trying to measure out how much gold is in a person's storage during war day and then trying to, figure out how that weighs in with the offense, because that gold storage has absolutely nothing to do with the offensive numbers, just something so we could get our fair matchups and have these really fun arranged wars that, people are going to stream, that they're going to put on YouTube, that they're going to bring hype to the game about. Now, going back to what I said about Clash of Clans has an edge on the community playing, because your overall success in Clash of Clans really depends on your clanmates, especially when it comes to clan wars, but in other aspects of Clash of Clans as well. So Clash should capitalize on that and look into other options that require multiple players playing together at the same time, like quests or multiple players from your clan attacking a large base all at the same time, or building and creating a large clan base together. Just more options where we're actually playing the game together and not just viewing one person participate at a time. A huge thing that's going to really determine just how much further Clash of Clans is going to go is there needs to be motivation for players to continue to push themselves. Leveling up my Archer Queen to 40 really affected the amount of time I played Clash of Clans. And to be honest, it's affected me since that point because it was so frustrating. I didn't war. I didn't want to do anything. There wasn't really a reason to go on Clash of Clans. I can't really farm well without my Archer Queen. I definitely can't do war. And I can't continue to just spend gems every week to get my Archer Queen to wake up. And I did. I spent a lot of gems to help speed it up, but it just took way too long. And I felt like it was necessary. Like I needed to get that Archer Queen to 40 to be competitive. And I gotta be honest though, if I didn't have you guys, if I didn't have my clans, I honestly question if I'd still be playing Clash today after doing that. And for those who don't have such an overwhelming, strong, and positive reason to keep playing, and they were to do that, and they see that daunting task of getting their heroes to level 40, what does that do for them? Where did those people go? Are they still playing? So I have to wonder, I definitely don't have any of the stats on that, but I have to wonder if when people reach a certain point in Clash of Clans, and they're just, moderate spenders like me, what does that do for them? Are they still out there playing? Is it get to the point that everybody who's playing Clash of Clans is playing Clash of Clans because they've spent too much money on it not to? And sometimes I have to wonder if that's even going to be a big enough reason for people to continue to play. And yes, it's not fair to those who've spent money and spent all the time to get their heroes maxed, and those people that have had to sit out of all those wars because they didn't have a queen, or because they're unwilling to gem 5 to 7 days of time. So it's not fair then for everyone else to get a pass on that and not have to go through that either. But on the other hand, coming from someone who did that, someone who did get their Archer Queen to level 40, I'd rather not see other players go through that process too. I'd rather have more competitive people to play against. So I don't know. I can understand this is a business first. It has to be. If it doesn't make money, then it doesn't exist. It's just the way it is. But I wonder how many people are out there gemming 5+ days of hero time for each war just to participate in war. I think, gemming 1 day of time is very common. Yeah, I did that a lot. I would get to, close down to about 1 day left and I'd gem it and get in war. But I wouldn't gem so much time. I never gemmed 5 to 7 days. So simply based on myself and the clanmates that I've talked to, and assuming that the statistics align with my very minuscule pool of statistics, I would have to assume that as much, if not more money, could be made from people gemming hero upgrade time if it took a maximum of 3.5 days to upgrade a hero and still manage to keep people playing the game and participating in clan wars. So I don't know. I think 7 days for each hero level is it's overwhelming and it's a buzzkill. And I think it really needs to be looked at. If they're not willing to make heroes available during war, there needs to be something else done so that people don't just stop playing Clash of Clans like I pretty much did for a few months. When balancing happens, I feel like it needs to be done more carefully and not just done based on some very high level gameplay. And you need to look at the whole scope of things, and it needs to be done not at the cost of the overall effectiveness of a troop. So witches, because who uses witches anymore? They have been nerfed so badly that there seems to be very little use for them. We used to use them to be able to take out heroes when you would drag them over to the corner. Don't need to do that anymore. Used to use them to go through and take out the traps in a base. That doesn't work anymore. And they take 12 troop spaces. So what's the point of them? I mean, there's just no reason to use up so many of your troop spaces to bring them into the army. And I think that needs to happen through all the town hall levels, because very rarely am I seeing any kind of diversity at all in the attack armies for each town hall level. It seems to be the same army over and over again, no matter what the base is. So yes, I'd love to see more attention brought to balancing the individual troops and balancing attack strategies. Now, I'd really like to see something done at the higher levels when a player reaches the point that all they're doing is wall upgrades and hero upgrades, because it's really boring and you feel stagnant and you feel like you're going to be there for 20 years, and it's really no fun to level walls. You don't get any joy out of that, and it's no fun to level your heroes when it means you put your hero down and then you have a really hard time farming for the next week. So there needs to be something that's going to make it more fun to upgrade at the higher levels. And we need to do things to bring back the average player, because I definitely think a lot of us would agree it takes too much time or too much money to advance, and that's just too big of a deterrent to continue to play or to start playing. Simply, not enough was done to balance the removal of town hall sniping. I know that they've made an effort there, but I think there needs to be more done, because the amount of dark elixir I lose when I get attacked is definitely a pretty big chunk if I'm saving towards a hero upgrade. And what I get back from the loot cart basically covers my cost to refill my Inferno towers. So I'm losing way more loot than I ever had before, and I'm not getting it back. And my Town Hall 9 accounts that I have, they're completely stagnant. I cannot be a casual player and continue to advance on any of those accounts. You have to be a person who's attacking every day and doing more to be able to advance and be able to, do these high cost upgrades, when once you get your storages near full and you're losing a huge amount every time, you just get stagnant. You can't go anywhere and they become abandoned. And that's what's happened to my accounts. I hate being negative. Here's a game that has done so many positive things for me personally and for those around me, and I just don't like being negative at all. And the last thing I want to do is be an instigator for those who are listening to my videos and for them to feel negative about something that they enjoy too. So take this as a destination I would love to see the Clash team continue to move the ship towards. But that doesn't take away from the overwhelming positive movement we've seen in the game recently. It's just an encouragement of my voice out there, like, hey, you're doing awesome. Let's keep pushing this way. All right, let's end it, because this has been a long video, a lot of rambling. Hope you enjoyed listening to it. I would absolutely love to hear your feedback and what you think about Clash of Clans and where you would like to see it go. So leave a comment down below. Be sure to follow me on Twitter too. That's the most up to date with things that are going on with me and what I think about Clash of Clans. Clash Tutor on Twitter. We'll love to tweet back and forth with you there. Now, I know I've been getting a lot of comments about, where are you? You haven't done a video for a while. And all I can really say is, wow, I'm sorry. I would absolutely love to be doing more videos. I look at the number of subscribers I have and I'm like 10 subscribers away from 70,000, and it's overwhelming. And I feel like I don't deserve it. And I think it's amazing that you guys are subscribed to me and that you care about my content and that you want to see more videos from me. And I feel guilty that I'm not putting more out, because there is absolutely nothing I would love more than to do more of these videos. And maybe at some point I'll invite you guys into my personal life and what's going on, and maybe it all makes sense then, because this is what makes me happy. And I love interacting with you guys, and you're amazing. I look at it and I just think, 70,000 subs, it really isn't a huge deal, because you see all these people out there with more subscribers, and there's people who've done so much more and are so much better at this than I am. I don't think I take the time enough to thank you guys for making this possible, for making this such an enjoyable part of my life. And I'm going to continue to work really hard. I'm going to continue to try and do everything I possibly can to get more content out for you guys, because if I can do that and it adds joy to your life and it's something you look forward to, then that is all the motivation that I need. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. I promise you I will be back again with another video, and I'll catch you next time.